Welcome everyone. This is Shadi Abu Yusuf, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use LPM or Lesson Plan Maker. This service, as I said before, is completely free and it's available for every English language teacher all over the world. So in this video I'm going to show you how to use this service and how to make wonderful lesson plans in a very easy way, right? So let's start by going to your browser. That's the first thing you need to do. So in this scenario, I'll be using Safari. So go to Safari just like that. All what you need to do is to write a British website address, which is www.shadi.blog. Here we are. And now we are on the website. Good, lovely. And this is me, as you see, right? So all what you're going to do is just go down a little bit and you will find LPM, and LPM stands for Lesson Plan Maker. And now why this service is important, as I said before, we need lesson planning. And this is how I see it, for four main reasons. Number one, if you are in a professional course and you need to submit your lesson plan, courses like CELTA, TEFL, CERT, TESOL, you name it, and you need to submit a lesson plan with every teaching practice you deliver. So that's the first reason why you need lesson planning. The second one is because you have supervisors at your school or your English department, and they need to come to your classes to see your performance and to make sure that the quality of teaching is great. And then you need to be ready with a lesson plan for those people. And number three, if you want to find a job, and then a lot of LTOs now, or language teaching organizations, would send you a couple of pages from a course book and then ask you to come up with your own lesson plan. So from this lesson plan, they will know whether you're a professional teacher or not. So your lesson plan will reflect your knowledge. So also this is very important for finding jobs. Number four, if you are a manager managing your English language team of teachers, and you want the quality of your own teaching to be copied by those other teachers, you want a kind of a standardization, then what you need to do is to make a lesson plan for every lesson you teach, and then you give this lesson plan to your teachers to apply in their classes. Now, these are four main reasons why lesson planning is important. So number one, professional courses. Number two, observations and giving, this lesson plan to the observers coming to your classes. Number three, finding a job and giving a good image about who you are as an English teacher. And number four is when you are a manager at your own English department or your own school, and you want others to follow the same strategies you follow in your teaching. Now let's go to LPM, and when you just point at it, as you see on the screen, you will find three main sections: language, skills, and language analysis sheet. Now, we know that teaching English language is divided into two parts: teaching language and teaching skills. And when we say teaching language, then we're talking about teaching grammar, vocabulary, function, pronunciation, and discourse. When we talk about teaching skills, then we're talking about the main four skills, which are listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And then we come to the final part, which is the language analysis sheet. And this language analysis sheet needs to accompany every lesson plan. So let's talk first about language. If you go to language, look at this. Just when you stop on language, you find three main branches. You've got the TTT, the PPP, and the TBP. Now, TTT stands for test, teach, test, and PPP stands for present, practice, produce, and TBP stands for text-based presentations. And these are three frameworks for teaching language. Now, all what you need to do is to check with your tutor which framework you will be using in your lesson, if you don't have enough experience so that you can decide which framework should be used on this lesson. Then you need to go back to your tutor and ask him. Or if you are a teacher, an experienced teacher, then all what you need to do is to think about the framework you want to use. And then you say, okay, I'm going with the TTT, PPP, TPP, whatever, you name it. Right. If you're teaching skills, all what you need to do is stop at skills, and you will see also 5 branches ready. You've got reading, listening, speaking, product writing, and process writing. And these are frameworks for teaching skills. Of course, reading and listening, they have the same framework. However, I just, separated them so you don't have to change the words reading and listening. So, but finally, they have the same framework. And then finally, the language analysis sheet, because any teacher teaching a lesson, this lesson, whether it's a language lesson or a skills lesson, these lessons will have, some linguistic items that would be difficult for students. And then the teacher's job is to take those linguistic items and analyze them on a sheet of paper, so that the teacher is ready for all the students' questions. And then this analysis happens in terms of meaning, pronunciation, and form. Now let's see how to use a framework like TTT as an example for a language lesson. All what you need to do, go to TTT, click on it. Now look at what happens. Now the first framework is opened, and as you see, you've got the name here. So you write your name, let's say Shadi Abu Yusuf, that's my name, and please, it's Shadi, it's not Shady. Okay, and date is let's say 1, the 1st of May. Lesson number, and what I mean by lesson number is, if you are on a CELTA course, which TP is it? Is it TP1 or TP8 or 5 or whatever? Let's say that's TP6. And the level, which level? What is the level of your students? The students you're teaching. So let's say this is upper intermediate, whatever. Yes, here you are. And then the lesson length, usually 45 minutes. If we're talking on a course like CELTA, usually the lessons are 45 minutes. Started at, let's say, 2 p.m. Now, learning outcomes, here we're talking about main aim and sub-aim. And you might write, your main aim and sub-aim, whatever. Like, let's, for example, you say, by the end of the lesson, students will be better able to read for gist and details in the context of actors in action movies, for example. Something like that. Personal aims, it's action, and then of course after the main aim you'll write the sub aim. For personal aim, whatever, I need to work on my TTT, I need to work on my instructions, you name it. Let me write anything, just want to show you how it works. Assumptions, again, anything in here, anticipated problems, whatever. Okay, resources and materials. Then we come to stage 1. I've got leading. What is the aim of leading? Activating schemata, whatever, time, and then maybe 3 minutes in here. And then interaction patterns, let's say plenary, for example, procedures, anything. And this is a stage 2, which is test 1. Okay, so all what you need to do is to fill in these spaces. The beauty of this, that it's very difficult for you to forget something because you need to fill in everything. And then group work maybe here and some stuff, and then teach, aim, and then here, okay, individual, procedures. So it goes like that. It goes like that. And then finally, last thing. Okay. Now imagine that you finished all this and this is now your lesson plan. It's very easy. You don't need to go and ask someone what the stages are, because the stages are ready for you. Everything is organized. All what you need to do is to fill it in. And then down there you have choices. You have choice number 1, which is submit, and you have choice number 2, which is save and continue later. Let's go to save and continue later and see what happens. And you might choose this because you don't have time. You feel that this lesson plan is unfinished and I don't have time to finish it now, so I might need to finish it later. So let's check this, look at what happens. Now, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is a link given to you, and you can visit this link at any time in order to get back to your lesson plan. And if you want this link to be sent to your email, all what you need to do is write your email in here. So that's option number 1. And as you see, this link will expire after 30 days. So you've got 1 whole month to finish your lesson plan. Wonderful. So let's go back. Again, the beauty of this system, that when you go back, the information you put are still in there. Okay, all the information is still in there. So amazing, right? Now let's click on submit and see what happens if you submit immediately. Okay, here we are. And then when we submit, we've got thanks for using Britishy Lesson Plan Maker, and then we've got download PDF. Then press on download PDF and look at this. Oh yeah, wonderful lesson plan, ready-made. It looks beautiful, it's amazing. And I didn't also put any logos for my center. It's because I want this to be used by all teachers all over the world at their own schools. So I don't want to make things difficult because this is a PDF, so it'd be very difficult to remove, you know, the center logo. So again, it looks like this: test, teach, test, lesson plan, data, learning outcomes. Look at, it's so beautiful. And then look at this. This is the second page. Stage 1 leading, stage 2. It looks wonderful. Okay, as a CELTA tutor, I'll be really happy to see a candidate submitting a lesson plan organized this way. It looks really beautiful. I would love it, right? Okay, so, and again, you can have this PDF just in a second on your laptop, and then you print it, you take it to your tutor or whatever, to the observer coming to your lesson, to your manager, you name it, right? Now let's get back to Safari. And let's go back to the LPM or the lesson plan maker. So we tried a language lesson. Let's have a look at the skills lesson. Let's go to speaking and have a look at it. And again, I remember a lot of candidates sometimes come to me and they say, Shadi, we don't know the stages of a speaking lesson. Now, with this system, it's very easy for you to find the stages, okay, and everything. All what you need to busy your mind with is, what am I going to write inside these boxes under each stage? That's what you need to think about. So again, let's give it a try quickly and find the speaking things. The same thing, let's fill it quickly. Date, yes, choose anything. Lesson number, maybe 1, level, elementary. Lesson length 45 minutes, started at 1. As you see, personal aims, you know, assumptions, anticipated problems and solutions, resources, materials. Now, stage 1 leading, so we're moving in the same direction. Stage 2 in a speaking preparation. Okay. And the procedures. Stage 3, useful language. And if you don't know what useful language means, then this is what you need to ask your tutor about. But everything is professionally done for you here. Okay, speaking task, time. So it's really helpful, really organized, and it's completely free. What can be better than that? No money at all. We don't even ask for your own personal data. We don't need any information from you at all. Okay, so this is completely free, right? And here you are. Again, you still have the same two options, save and continue later or submit. Let's go to submit. And again, the message, thanks for using Britishy Lesson Plan Maker, download PDF. Here you are. And boom, you've got it. Wonderful looking lesson plan, right? Something you can submit by email, or you can actually print and take it to your center or your school. Looks amazing, looks professional. Nice, nice, nice. Now back to this. Now the last item on the list is the language analysis sheet. And this is something, as we said before, you need to submit with every lesson plan. And usually in courses like CILTA, we would love to see at least 5 linguistic items on the language analysis sheet, maybe more, but 5 would be enough. Now let's have a look here. Let's imagine that you're analyzing the word nice, and then you might say meaning, anything here, pronunciation, form, and then that's the second item, another word, and then meaning, and then you analyze pronunciation, and then you analyze form. Again, let's make 3 items here. Looks like that. If you're, I mean, I made this template ready for 10 items, but if you're happy with 3, let's give it a try now. So submit, and again, same messages, download PDF. Here we are, and superb. Look at this. This is how it looks. It looks so professional. Item 1, item 2, item 3. Okay, so this is LPM, and I believe that this system will be really, really wonderful for those people on professional courses like CILTA, CILTA-S, CERT, it's so helpful, it's so great, it's so quick, and above all, it's completely free. Okay, so wonderful. Thank you so much. Again, don't forget, you can always access this free service on www.shadi.blog. Just go to LPM. You have the 3 sections: language, skills, and language analysis sheet. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.